Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to cover all the tool and functions that you have under the toolbar menu. So if you'll notice in the Google Doc, I'm going to click on Tools, and I have a list of tools that I can use. So the first one is spelling. So if I click that, it'll look for any spelling errors. Let's go ahead and cause a spelling error. And I'll go to Tools and click Spelling. It'll highlight the misspelled word. You can add that word to your own private dictionary, or you can change it to the correct spelling. Moving on down the toolbar, we're going to go to Review Suggested Edits. This basically will show you any of the suggested edits that were made, and you can click Accept All, which means basically all the suggested edits that were made, you're going to accept them. So let's do an example of this. So let's say I came over here and right-clicked and did Suggest Edit and said I want to change everything to, let's highlight this. I want to highlight and start typing to example. And then I came over to Google and I said Yahoo. All right. So let's right click and go back to editing. So now if I go to Tools and go to Review Suggested Edits, I can say Accept All. And notice all the accepted edits happened and it changed everything that was recommended. So that's kind of what that tool does. Moving on down to Explore, this is my favorite function. This is actually really powerful. So if I highlight Yahoo and I go to Tools and click Explore, it's going to search the web for stuff related to Yahoo. So I can go to Yahoo right here and I can search for Yahoo. And so it's going to pull up information about Yahoo, images, anything that was in my drive that pertains to Yahoo. So if I come down here, I can even, if I start writing some information about it, so let's say right here I put some information about it, I can come down here to where it says Yahoo and I can actually insert a footnote. Now if you want to change the format of that footnote, right here under Web Results, go to the three bullets, click it and say APA Chicago. I say APA and I'll click it and there's my footnote on Yahoo, and then there's where the information was found. And then, of course, you could add stuff that you found in your research that was there. Another nice function is you have the ability to go into images, select an image, click on it and look at it if you want, and then say Insert. And that image pops right up in your Google Doc. And again, you can click on the blue squares and adjust the image. You can also center it however you want to put the image. You also have the option to wrap text. So if you move it here, it'll actually let the text wrap around the image that you inserted. Really nice function. I'll hit X right here. And let's load that again under Explore. So you could actually just kind of randomly search the web for stuff and find information that you want. Go to Images, insert that image, and add it right away. So some really cool features for research with students using Google Docs. Going on down the list of tools, we're going to go to Define. So anything like you want to get a definition for, you highlight it, go to Tools, Define, gives you that definition of that word. If you want a document outline, this is basically if you've invoked a table of contents. So I've created a table of contents, so it'll let me go to the places in my table of contents that I showed in a previous video. So if you've done that, you can use that feature. Word count just tells you all the basic information about your words, characters, and pages. Moving on down to voice typing, a very powerful tool in here that I recommend for students and everyone to use. So if I go to Tools and I go to voice typing, make sure you're in the Chrome browser. If you're on a Chromebook, you already are. Click voice typing. I had it in Russian, so you can actually change the language you speak in, so it'll put those characters in there. So let's do a quick Russian example. So I'm going to click right here and say, Я знаю русский язык, period. So that means basically I know Russian language. And notice it put the Russian characters in for me. But let's go ahead and do English. Here we go. Just plain English. United States. And then if I hit the button, it's now recording everything I say. period. Now notice it may make mistakes, and I can change that and type over what was recorded. So a student with dyslexia or motor function disabilities, this is very helpful because they can type their entire paper with their voice and eliminate the barriers that their disability poses them, period. And you can see some things don't correctly translate in the voice text, but that's okay. It's a tool that they can use and it can help them. Okay, next thing that you have in here under tools is Notepad. Notepad's really cool. So you can highlight something and say right click, save to keep notepad. And it'll put that right there on the notepad for you, and you can come in here and you can type some info or task that needs to be done. And you can come back and look at this, and then you know these are in your notes. And you can say, okay, I did it. Okay, I did it. Okay, I did it. And so forth, and say done. So that way you can signify that you've done all the tasks that you yourself wanted to remind yourself about. Moving down, translate document. You have the ability to translate a document that was written in another language. This is just a way to go to edit the code. Preferences is nice. This is where you can say, okay, do not automatically capitalize words. That's driving me crazy. So if there's things like you want to change, you have that ability. And then last but not least, add words to your own personal dictionary that it thinks are misspelled. You can come in and add those words and save them here. So I hope this tutorial was helpful and showed you all the neat features that are under tools in the Google Doc. And thank you so much for watching.